Ain't nobody got time for timers. Ain't nobody got time. Just nobody got time for timers. Hello. How goes? How do? How be? Oh, I never bolted that back in. Well, that's convenient. That's good. Good job, me. Thanks, me. We are going to take apart the turbo stuff today and actually investigate the turbo. That is what we're doing first. We will not get distracted. We are going to do it no matter what. It's going to happen. I believe in us. We can do it if we try. We can build it. Isn't that something? What? Bob the Builder. Yeah, that's right. Man, there is so much pollen in the air today. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Almost as crazy as MacFisto, who, for some reason, hasn't unsubscribed yet. Is the turbo amber? Is it the color of my energy? Beer, we said that at the same time, just so you know. I need to move the laptop so I can actually see the TV. I could never see the newest line of chat when I'm working on the car. So first, off comes again the distributor cap so that I can have access. At this point, we're pretty sure that there's something wrong with the turbo, but we need to confirm before we just start buying stuff. Because there is no just buying this turbo. We will have to upgrade it. This turbo does not exist anymore. In essence, it's not entirely true, but it's true enough. Yee. We've turboed out some options. We've priced out some options. The couple of options that we would have are pretty affordable, really. But either way, we would have to get a new rear housing. The rear housing, because it currently has a T2 on it, we would go to a T25, I think, which has a different rear housing on it. But you can use one off an S13 and it'll be just fine. It will bolt to the manifold just fine, but the backside is different. And you can get a new one from China for like $100, or you can get one from a 13 or like an S13 that's old but hopefully good for a little bit more. And which way we go depends on how we feel. And by how we feel, what I mean is how our bank accounts feel. I just can't speak today. Bank accounts. Maybe sockets the way. How hard is it, Jim, to install coilovers? It can be either a 3 or a 7, depending on the car. Usually, it's not too bad, but there's times in which it can be very annoying. You just have to hope. You just have to hope that it's one of the easy ones. They don't have the best reputation of being super long-term reliable, as you would probably expect. But I think the reputation is usually caused by people using them in applications they are not really suited for. You know, they're using them on a drift car or something that's really being pushed to its limits, and this car is not and will not be that. If you put a T25 on here, it would pretty much just be chilling there. It's not going to be very stressed. And it's not going to get a ton of miles on it either. I do own a Big Impact, yes. Oh, gem, I see. Sorry. Cannot have that one rebuilt. I mean, I know it's one of those things where it's, can you? Yeah. Is it affordable? No. Is it logical? No. What are these guys? Bigger than that. Bigger than that. What are these two? Oh, right. I've probably done coilovers, I would say no less than a dozen times, and I would say 10 out of that dozen went really easy, but 2 ended up being like nightmares. But it's usually only nightmares in that you end up having to disassemble more than you anticipated, or nightmares in that something interferes unexpectedly, like, I can't even remember what car it was, but when we installed them, it wasn't until we got it all back together that we found out that the, I think it was the sway bar end links ended up interfering with the case of the coilover because it was just ever so slightly different than the strut design. Most of that stuff should be, you know, pretty well engineered if you're buying car-specific coilovers, but I want to say it was a Honda, but I can't remember. You got ground controls, which is big. Oh yeah, ground controls. You shouldn't have any problem with that. Those should go on easy peasy. Ground control's been around a long time. I always wanted ground controls for the 240. I never actually wanted coilovers, but at the time, sourcing Koni shocks for it was a real challenge for some reason. I bet you that's a ground, right? I don't know what that's for. Either ground or like AC compressor, I'm not sure. Hopefully I get them before the... Hopefully I get them on before the I need to drive down to the rally. Before I get the I need. How many times have we taken this off now? Too many. That's the answer. All right, looks like we got a Phillips there. Let's take this off too. ZK, I'm not sure, to answer your question. It's possible that I will take the entire turbo off. I did just spot something interesting. We would not be the first, as the nuts on the manifold, some of them are wrong. Some of them are very different sizes than the rest. So this turbo has been off before, or it could in fact not even be the original turbo. My thoughts on F1 qualifying, I of course didn't watch it. I cannot afford F1 this year. And two, wow, surprised? Oh, that means it's broken. It is certainly at minimum suspicious and auspicious. I don't know why, I just find myself caring a lot less about F1 these days. I think a big part of it is they've let it get too stale. They've stopped the innovation part of F1. Instead of it being, you know, new formulas, they're just rehashing the same formula over and over now. And it doesn't feel like Formula One anymore. Honestly, it feels more like IndyCar now. But with, you know, just more celebrities. Which, believe it or not, is not really the part of F1 that I'm a fan of. Yeah, it's crazy. All the new formulas are just cost reduction formulas. And yet they spend more money on F1 than ever. It's not like F1's become less of a, you know, rich man's game. I don't know. I'm sure a big part of it too is I just don't have any favorites. You know, I had favorites and then they kind of either washed up or got screwed over, retired. Well, that was easier than I expected. Guess we'll go ahead and inspect this while it's out and see if it's got any obvious leaks in it. I mean, I don't dislike Alonso, but I also, oh my God, I didn't think it could be true. I honestly did not think it could be true. I cannot believe this. I swear to you, this is not staged. There's a freaking walnut in the turbo. I have said so many times it would be hilarious if this noise we're hearing was just some nuts in the turbo. Those freaking squirrels, man. Well, you know, they actually use walnut shells to help break up the carbon buildup in an engine. We were simply just trying to reduce the carbon buildup in the turbo. Oh no, it's only half. Did it already eat the other half? You can see it's taking hits. This has to be kept, right? Like, this needs to be in the freaking Hall of Fame. Well, I know how it happened. The The intake was just left open. Like, there was nothing on the end of it for years.
Rustler fiddled with 69 of their bits. This car's name is now Nutcracker.
Oh, man. I can't believe that. Yeah, that needs to be an epoxy. Oh, God.
Maymats keep fiddled with 50 of their bits.
Let me turn the light
Light it
on.
and see if it makes a tree.
You can see better than I can see. Do the blades look bad or anything? What a tiny turbo. I can't believe it. All right, let's see. Oh, that's totally good. Like, yeah, there's some play in it, but spins pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. It's a journal bearing turbo that's old, so I'm not expecting, not expecting it to be perfect. In and out is very good, ZK. It's got side to side, but I would say in and out, none. I would say it has 0 in and out play in maybe like a mil left to right. But 0 in and out. I can't tell you how many SR turbos I've seen a million times worse than this. I can't. I need a moment. I have to go sit down. I can't believe it. Put the intake pipe on. It's at least a 69. Put the intake pipe on. Oh, with the MAF unplugged? Yeah, we could do that. I do have to try to get it running. I did make an observation recently that the battery has just about had it. From being run with no alternator, probably. And being killed in the bug so many times. I'm just beside myself. Like, I cannot believe. Could you see it when I first took the pipe off? Could you see the madness? Oh, that'll be open, but it's okay. Honestly, do I need to put the intake pipe on? Like the boost pipe? I mean, it's not doing anything. Why are we running it again? Because there was only a nut in it. And because ZK wants to see the turbo spin. I mean, we've heard it. We know it spins, but we could probably see if it's shaking. I'm so glad it wasn't something I dropped in it. That makes me feel better. Yeah, where is the other half? We just have to hope Mr. Squirrel ate the other half. Bye, phone. Bet you that was fun. Was that a fun? Hi. Hello. Hi. Come back. F. Oh, a nut. Not a nut. Yeah, no, it was a walnut. I definitely, well, they shouldn't have been able to get anything past the catalytic converter. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to do some camera findoogling here to get you guys into there. You can see it. Things I do for ZK. You need a scope cam. I wish it was easier to capture that scope that you got me, but it's just, I can see it, but chat can't see it, basically. How's that? That looks pretty good. That looks serviceable, right? Are you using a stream? Oh, Droid Cam. Droid Cam is what I'm using for that. God, that turbo looks huge in that shot, but I need to give you a frame of reference. Like here's a ratchet. Walnut for scale. Cohen's hands are huge. I haven't seen anything from ZK, so I'm going to do what ZK said so that he doesn't get mad at me. And this has to go on eventually anyway. I can't believe that. I had completely talked myself out of that even being a possibility because I was just like, it's too perfect. Like, there's no way that's true. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it hurt the blades. Like I said, the engine probably got a little bit of sawdust in it, basically, but it's just good for it. We really should have done this pretty much day one, but everything's easy to say in hindsight. Missed the nut. This should be good. Let me put turbo side in first. Right? Or is it like simultaneous? Make sure that's not too in there. Helps seals the valves, yeah. I gotta say, in the time we've run it, it occasionally puts off a little haze, but it doesn't smoke nearly as bad as you would, you know, what is this? 40-year-old, nearly 40-year-old turbocharged engine that I'm sure has never been rebuilt. Droid Cam occasionally has some issues, but it's pretty good. Honestly, the latest builds have been pretty solid. We've had some teething issues with it at first, but overall, it's not given us too much headache over the years. Oh, TND. I didn't even recognize. Sorry. I was too excited about the nut. Your streamer backpack individual, right? Oh, I definitely did the card in the spokes thing. 100%. Listen, they wouldn't buy me a go-kart. I had to do something. Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. My setup's pretty basic these days. I just use a DSLR on a cam link that's got the Rode mics on it, and then Droid Cam on a phone. I've done some body cam stuff, but people don't tend to like it. Apparently it makes them a little nauseous here in the garage. They wouldn't buy you a Viper either, and I'm bitter about that. Okay, installed. All right, battery, can you give us just a little bit more time? I know, we've given you a very hard time here. We're gonna get you an alternator today, maybe, hopefully. Probably, hopefully, maybe. But for now, we need to see the spinny thing do the spinny thing. Nice try, Droid Cam CEO. Is there anything you wish Droid Cam did that it doesn't? I wish you could lock down features. So there's so many buttons on the screen that get hit all the time. So like I'll constantly accidentally mirror it, or I'll constantly accidentally zoom it in. I wish I could just lock all that out. The biggest thing is I wish I could have control. I wish I could give control of Droid Cam to a remote source. So like if I could give ZK the IP that Droid Cam is running on and he could control it. He could be like, all right, it needs to be zoomed in, it needs to be zoomed out, it needs to, this shot needs to be inverted, the exposure needs to be brought up. If you could do that remote, that would be amazing. I've always wanted to do that for OBS in general, and I know there's ways to do it, I just haven't looked into it enough. This is the suck inside. This is the cold side of the turbo. I just put the pipe on the blowout side. I was gonna say, I don't think you've ever owned a turbo car, but that's not true. You currently own a turbo car that's probably got a turbo somehow even smaller than this. It's the walnut side. All right, let's see. It really didn't want to run the other day, so it's got no MAV. It might be unhappy. We'll see. Oh, open the door. Who is here to remind me to open the door? Nobody? Nobody was?
Jim says, open the door.
Thanks. Oh, so close. I plugged the math in just to get it to start. Did it do any spinny spin yet? Almost. I'm too slow. If I could be a little quicker. There we go. Neat. I think our camera might be a little wobbly, but it may not want to rev. We'll see. Sounds much quieter. Oh, okay, it's not great. It's not a ball bearing turbo, but the fact that it does 0 spinning after. It's running like it in safe mode, in limp mode, because I don't have the map hooked up. It always kind of runs like that. But we did, when Powers was here, I was like showing it to him, and I think the observation I made is that although the battery starts the car very easily, that battery is very dead, to the point it wouldn't even start the bug after this was running. So it's possible that some of the poor running is actually that it's that it has low voltage. Maybe. We'll see. I didn't run it too long with that wire sitting on the manifold. I'm gonna try and fish this phone out of there now. It's not grenading, so I'm calling the turbo good enough. I agree. Not making any noise. I think that is not a today problem. It could be a future problem, but not a today problem. I can't believe there was a nut in it. I simply can't believe. Do you have anything else, ZK, that you would think about that, like, you wish DroidCam would do? T&D's It's ZK also does similar style garage streaming. So done. You missed that conversation. T&D is a developer of IRL streamer backpacks. He's done the one that Good is using. And sorry, I'm saying he, but I don't know. They asked about DroidCam and whether or not we had any like personal gripes or anything we'd want better about DroidCam. Yeah, see, okay, just making sure. You can't assume everyone on the internet is white male. This looks pretty good. I don't see any issues with the inlet pipe.
You're going to get a tow. Just sit tight.
McFisto_ gifted a tier 1 sub to plays. They have given 141 gift subs in the channel.
This looks perfectly fine. Thanks, McFisto. McFisto. Okay, not seeing any issues. Not seeing any issues with this. I know it's hard for you all to see, but it's in really good shape, actually. It's dirty. Should we put some Lunagen on it? Clean it up? Yep, it's gotta stay above 300 or that's it. Well, I think the number was 240. It'll make the rest of the car look worse. This is it. It's sad to me that I almost have more subs on Twitch than I can get viewers on YouTube now. That's just depressing. Not just clean. Luna clean. Buy yours today. Lunagen.com. Use affiliate code, help a guy out. I wish the Droid Cam lived closer to his parents. No beer. I don't know what happened. I pissed off the YouTube gods. Those Viper videos are so good. Like, I don't ever say that my own stuff is good, but that shit's like really good. It's not lunagen.com? No. Did it used to be? Oh, it's lunagenlabs.com, sorry. I'm a bad spokesman. I should ask Beef to do another Wreckfest series just to help, like, defibrillator that thing. Maybe if one video gets some decent views, then they'll be like, oh, people do still want to watch this channel. All right. Clean enough. I don't want to make it too clean. Never work right ever again. It's really good. It's in really good shape. It's thick. They definitely, you can tell this is early turbo stuff because they went overboard on everything. Yeah. Wrong way. Whoops. Hi, my name is Cone Roger, and I forgot that turbo was going to be hot. It's gonna be easier. It's easier to get this off than it was to get it on. Huh. I don't think that would be the case. There we go. There we go. It's a tight squeeze. It's a very tight squeeze. Hey, remember the turbo's hot. Thanks. Thanks for that. I should aim that down. Hey, stop zooming in. We talked about this. What kind of microphone stuff do you use in T&D? Is it just the phones? Now this. It's just a microphone on his camera. Oh, right. Is he using his Sony on that? God, that's gotta be so obnoxious. God, he needs one of those little black magic ones, huh? So it's not so up in people's face. I would be a little creeped out seeing someone wearing basically a DSLR on his shoulder. Oh, it's an AS300. That's what I have, isn't it? I think that's what I have. I'm pretty sure that's what I have. Oh, those are good. I didn't realize it would do constant HDMI out so nicely. I think that's what I have, yeah. It's what I got when I was sick of GoPro. Or I think someone here bought for me, I should say. That's what I should say. The only problem with that is that it's white, but you could change that. Make it a little more incognito. That can go back in place. I see. Maybe the AS300 is more newer. All right, that's just the pipe left. Wrap them in gaffer's tape, yeah. Yep. I could see that. I love that camera though. It's been a significant upgrade to my motorsports coverage. Does it just charge off of, it doesn't have a USB in, does it? Or is there just one of those? Does it have one of those deals where it, like my Canon, where it's got a battery that goes in place of where the battery would be? That's a constant battery source, or a constant charging source. Micro USB. Oh. Maybe mine does do that. I'll have to remember that. Oh, that's not in place. Hold on, hold on. That's no good. Those clamps slipped. You can't see what I'm doing, but trust me, it's not mind-blowing. I hate these clamps. There we go. That's better. All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and bolt this up, and I'm gonna try and run it one more time just to see, just to confirm that it's not making noise. Oh, what did I just do with that screwdriver? It's probably inside the turbo, right? Nope, there it is. I'm gonna undo that. I'll undo it from the top. I don't like that I routed this wire for the distributor on the side where it could fall into the turbo manifold, because that thing gets hot, hot, hot. Oh, F, I have to. Dang it. Does it unplug down here? No, it only unplugs from the distributor, and it can't unplug from the distributor because the connector is gone. Oh, that was a good practice run. That's not actually unscrewing. Okay. There we go. That makes me happier. Good. There wasn't enough reason to hate these clamps. The fact they make that noise is enough extra motivation. See, like it allows, I mean, it's a good idea that they allow the volume buttons to zoom in and out. But as I'm working, I'm just constantly hitting those. All right, shall we? So it's still doing that weird thing. It's definitely something, it switches over to something, and when it switches over, that's when it goes funky, funky wonky. And yeah, we're back Fire City. So I unfortunately don't think it's I don't think that's alternator. I mean, yeah, it's still above 12. And it's alive. What am I hearing? Is that the alternator? Yeah. Did it just try to come to life? Now that we've got another alternator for it? No, those bearings are just shot. I mean, we're going to replace it either way. Not let it get crazy hot. Either way, we need to get the alternator working, so let's just move on to that. I'm streaming it on Twitch. Tweet just went out now. Yeah, that thing that sends those does not seem, let's just say it doesn't seem perfect. And how you doing, Violet? Or Zan? Or Ian? Or Violet, or Violent in. Hi, Zan. It is indeed an S12. It is an S12 that was abandoned. Oops. Did we lose? Oh, there it goes. An S12 that was abandoned for a long time. And it's had some problems. Will the turbo pizzazz? Important questions. Hi, S'mores. Hi, S'mores. Just chilling. Probably in there is going to be the best place. Sure. I don't really see why, but sure. Anything for you, ZK. That should only be mostly in my way. S'mores the OSHA rep. Beep. I don't like it. Put it back on. I don't like it. I'll probably just leave it on the big shot for now. Like some kind of big shot. This would be a lot easier if I didn't have coolant in the car. Doesn't look like it's going to be terrible, though. Plug everything from the back. Have a much sharper look at my butt. I know that's what you wanted. Okay. I should move this mic to my right side. Hold on. Nice. Okay. That should be hitless. How's everybody's Saturdays? I like streaming this stuff on Saturdays. It feels like the day that a larger majority of people that are like hobbyists might be around. Yard cleanup? Boy, I got a lot of that to do yet. I guess that's the other side of it. People that are hobbyists, you know what they're doing on Saturday? They're doing their hobbies, not watching streams. Hoping the alternator came with the new nut for this. Found that it needed a new roof because of the storm, or found out that it was leaking? Hey, Hummus. Had a busy day yesterday. I got a quick editing gig. Well, quick. I got an editing gig that has ended up being like basically a trial run, I guess you would say. I don't know how I would word it. Basically, I'm trying to prove myself. So I wanted to spend the day on that. Beware of opportunistic roofers, yes. Yep. Opportunistic roofers and opportunistic arborers or tree cleanups, tree cutter downers. I guess I can replace the belts now. Yeah, just call Powers. The neighbors with the tree were out and about in the yard today, and I like almost went and talked to them. But the fact that I was like right next to them and they just ignored me, it's just one of those things that's like, if they don't want to talk to me, then I probably don't want to talk to them. Huh. How does the belt come off? If that's as loose as it gets. Oh, is it because of what I did with the... When did you die? No way. I just charged this battery, didn't I? Was it not plugged in? Did they just kind of let you deal with it? Not our problem style? Yeah, they did. But like what I wanted to tell them was, oh, it wasn't plugged in. What I wanted to tell them is like the other half of that tree is pretty precariously leaning over their house. So like, I want to be, it's not my problem. It is not my problem. But I also don't know how aware of the problem they are. I don't know the situation, but the way it seems to me is it's like an elderly person that their kids or whoever come and check in on. It will come back, trust me, it will come back. You can never kill Ivy, yeah. I was getting quite amused by everyone that's like, make sure you throw away all that ivy and like burn it or whatever. And like, what happened to you? Were you, why did you just turn, oh, did you overheat? You overheated. That's probably the main problem with Droid Cam. Is that Android can't make phones, or Google can't make phones that don't overheat when you're using them. You won't really take out their house. It's the side that's, the part that's left is pretty small. It's not the droid you're looking for. Hey, Copper. How you been? Is that a 10? Oh, what are you? What are you? You need that, that's for sure. That stream ended up being pretty fun. Like, I was a bit disappointed that I feel like we ended up like scaring people. I forget sometimes the vicarious anxiety that some of the things I do can cause. You know, when Powers starts doing something, you can't stop him. Worth it to see Powers drinking a beer up a tree. I think it was worth it. What are you hitting? I'm just gonna have to take the bottom bolt out. Yeah, because it hits the radiator hose. Wally! Oh my God, ZK, that's so good! Well, we need to confirm, is this a walnut or is this a chestnut? This might be a chestnut. Oh, I took a picture instead. On forever. But it belongs in a museum. What is this? Looks walnutty to me. Just not like the kind you'd eat. Walnut? All right, Wally it is then. Wally it is. Wally. What are you? Looks like about 15. Let's see if I can get Droid Cam on for y'all. I won't leave the LED on. That's the shell. The meat is inside. It's in the idle air control valve, and whenever it starts running funny, it's because it's bouncing around in there. Bigger than a 14. No, 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 no. God, I hit the emergency button on accident so often. I think you can turn that off, can't you? We back. We back. Hey. All right. It'll just be a little dark. So bigger than a 14. What sucks is I'm pretty sure I gotta get a socket on the back, or at least a... Try 17. Or at least a wrench. Oh man, there's, as I mentioned earlier, there's so much pollen out today that like I can feel it in my mouth. Okay, well, just another surprise. That's how tight the alternator bolt is. At this point, it's not even a surprise. Can I see the back side of that? I think so. Not more nuts, I'm afraid to say. Sorry to disappoint. Did they just give up? Like, did they go to change the alternator and they're like, man, this is hard, I give up. It's making me want to right now. What if I do like this? Yeah. Boy, that phone is hot. Whew. Scalding. T&D, if you're still here, don't recommend anybody use a Pixel 4a for IRL streaming. They can't handle it. You can't handle it. Pixel 7 Pro. My 6A has been fine. 4A is really the only one I've ever had issues with in this 4A. That did it. It's always the right tool for the job. Just you have to convince yourself to use it. What are you stuck on, or are you just wedged in there? Hey, Lilac. You missed some hot nut action. Big nut energy here. Yeah, just pry on that hose, that'll work fine. Oh no. Oh no. About ready to snip this belt. But I know if I do that, the one that I bought will end up not being right. Oh, wait 15 minutes, it can happen again. 15 minutes? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. All right. This is getting personal now. Did that do it? Was that enough? Yeah. Now I've got it wedged the other way. All right. Probably stuck because it's not the right alternator. If I had to guess. I feel like I need to, I think there's one thing that I need to, do just for Lilac. Yahtzee. Oh, what? Come here. Come here. What? You never run away. Is it because I've been making too much noise? I've been too noisy? Okay, bye. Fine then. Some garage cat you are. To the sign of release form. Okay, can we possibly get this out? And possibly without destroying this lower radiator hose. Well, it's out. That was not expected. Oh, guess what we found? Guess what was underneath of it? Did you guess? Now there was a fastener on the back side of this. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, there it is. It's got a pretty neat fastener that goes on the back side, because it's got a tab on it. So all you have to do is start it, and then it actually interferes with the block, so you can tighten the alternator on there without having to put a socket or anything on this. That's pretty clever engineering, I gotta say, because it interferes so close with the oil pressure pump, or the oil pressure valve and the oil filter. Some engineer was like, we'll put this on there so that you don't have to mess with it. Engineers, they can be kind. It's within their ability. Yeah, nobody would spend the extra penny on that now. Especially if that's like a bespoke part. There's no way. I did get lug nuts, yes. I did not see the question. Nobody did a text-to-speech for it. It was right before Wally. Listen, I saw one thing and that's all I saw. Yes, Wally has lug nuts. Wally. They're right here. Actually, Red has new lug nuts. And Wally has old lug nuts. And old wheels. It's gonna look so stupid on those wheels, but at least it'll be mobile. If they fit. There's a good chance they won't fit. Mods 1 cent. Everybody else 5 cents. Or 5 bits. Extortion, I know. Pure extortion. All right, let's open this ancient looking alternator up. Is it not 5 bits? Did it go up to 69? Maybe it went up to 69. Somebody was spamming it all the time. Boombox, and we raised it. Yeah, maybe I did raise it. My memory not so good. Oh, I did raise it. Okay. Well, still. Listen, I got a family to feed. Freaking inflation. Dusty, it's been around a long time. How old is the newspaper in here? Oh, it's new. So much smaller. It makes good noises. And then it doesn't make noises. Yeah, I think it's just an old ass box. This is an OEM alternator. This is a actual OEM rebuild.
Very sim fiddled with 69 of their bits. Weenus McGenius.
Lisa. So it should fit a little easier. And hopefully I don't drop it on the floor. Should I do it from the bottom? Maybe I should just do it from the bottom. No, there's nothing but nuts down there. Happy birthday to the ground. You said Nissan in small italics. That's me. Nissan. Should I bring back the sign the car thing? Did people like that? I could bring that back. Just do a $5 plus tip. Limit 1 per stream. Sign the car. Got to sweep my nuts out of the way. This car is going to have walnuts in it forever. YouTube was much easier for that, was it? It's pretty easy for me still. Stream Elements has a list. Did you ever make it on the car? Yeah, oh, that's weird. Like literally the first name I turned my head around, your name is right here on 2623.
Can we go on land? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser. Okay.
Beresome tried to go on land. Name on the car PLS.
I feel like I should just do them at the time. Oh no. If I had not lost all my markers. Did your Burger King ever come, Paint? I didn't hear anybody come up. You just do it at the end? Okay, that makes sense. We'll just do it at the end. So it doesn't disrupt the flow. But if a good mod, maybe even a best mod, could make that command, that'd be great. We're going under. Dude, a Nissan Silvia used to own one in 1984. Really big for a two-seater. Yeah. This one is actually a two-seater.
X1. It did also. Wow, don't tell everyone I got BK. I don't need that bloodshed on my hands. RN.
Listen, they can F off. I'm just a little offended that I didn't get my fry tax. Kinder, thank you for being excited about a car that not a lot of people are excited about. We have two. We have a S12 and I have an S13. Just mildly on. $13, $12. They got the drink right. Man, I didn't even get a drink. How dare. Beer. Oh, beer. All right. Deep breaths. Let's go under. Alrighty. Oh, this is much easier. Other than the fact it's above my head, it's much easier. Right. Bolt, please.
Beresome fiddled with 69 of their bits. No drop on face bliss.
I managed to not. I am very impressed by that. I don't know what I did with the bolt, but it's done. Done. So much spider schmoo falling on my face. And nuts, of course. Hey, Cone, don't forget to put the new belt on. Oh, can I? I think I have to take the other belt off first. Woo. I did get nuts on my face, yeah. Did happen. Just count. No, I don't think I have low blood pressure. Not unless my stress has diminished. Which I don't think it has. All right, let me make sure this is right. I don't trust that it is. Everyone send your sleepy vibes, please. Is there a child refusing to sleep again? Zesty. Zesty. All right, let's see if maybe we've got a bolt that will fit. I don't trust that one very much. Might be an M8. I don't think it's an M10. Just put her to bed. Ah, good. Hopefully she stays asleep. Score. Man, having that whole shelf full of nuts and bolts is so great. With the hatch, the roofline looks very ST-165 Celica. Yeah. The hatch, without the hatch on there, it does. The hatch has a big extension on it, which gives it more of that almost Celica Super vibe. Which I think is partially why I started really liking the look of it. Oh, look at that. This one actually clears that hose clamp, as if it's the right alternator for it or something. It's very easy to cross-thread this right here, if you're not careful. He says, and still cross-threads it. Are you actually a 12 now? Yeah, I love the big spoilers. I really loved the big spoiler on that. That was definitely one of the defining features for me. Ooh, I don't like that. Nope. Hate that. I think we're gonna have to loosen the bracket. Let's loosen the bracket so that we don't... Oh, it's a 1-bolt bracket, no wonder. You've heard of the one-punch man, but have you considered the 1-bolt bracket? There we go, that should make it easier. If we didn't already ruin it. We didn't. So now we can actually line it up. Okay, all right. Let me just quickly make sure those plugs actually plug in on the back. Cables, how do you do it? Slightly, it looks different, but you know, it's probably right. It just looks different from the one that was on there, which was wrong. There may be no way to get you a view of this, to be honest. Close enough. Spends time lining up shot, puts arm in front of shot. I can't do it. I guess it goes the other way. All right, that looks right. And that one will go on there. Yeah, okay. Okay. Do I get points for only having had automation for 3 weeks? I'll give you 3 bonus points. The points are made up, but you got them. Those videos don't get more views, nobody's getting any points. No points. The girls on the dating apps will be so impressed. Nice. Okay. I did my part and watched them. At least I haven't lost my own father as a viewer. Let's not get too dark. Right, how does this one tension? Down here, right? It just used to be that, like, I could guarantee pretty much about a 10 to 15% like to view ratio. And those ones are just not even in the ballpark. They're at like the 1 to 2%. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Is it tightening or loosening? Oh, my magnet's stuck to the hood prop. Currently trying to take off the power steering belt so that I can take off the alternator belt because I got new belts. Just lucky you and Dope don't stream at the same time. Wow. I even, like, well, Tucker, it's not even that. Like, they're getting good comments and good likes. That's the thing. I'm not disappointed in that. The problem is the ratio has gone way the other way. Like, it used to be that only like 10% of the people that watched would actually put a like on a video. way more people are putting likes than not, which tells me that way less people are getting the video. Like way less people are being served that video or ever seeing that it exists. How does this work? Is that actually getting looser? Or is that getting tighter? Pretty good, easy. Someone will have to post a clip from earlier. So the people who do see it are the ones who seek it out, thus are more likely to like it. Yes, exactly. Did your numbers change when YouTube kept having that unsub problem? No, I actually never really lost a lot of subscribers. All of this is what makes it so baffling to me. Honestly, the numbers made the biggest change when I started doing the live streams. I would say there was a 50 to 100% reduction within 2 weeks of doing the live streams. Yeah, life. How do you work? I do not know. Powers is at a rally event, being the event photographer. That's why he was down here. I mean, I don't expect people to. Most people are like, you know, they're watching videos in their free time. They're just there to have a chill, relaxing time. I don't expect them to be tasked with doing things and actually like do them. The problem isn't the viewers, is what I'm saying. The problem is the games that they like to play. The games that YouTube like to play. It's like, sometimes it feels like they're just always trying to keep everybody on their toes so that nobody can like game the system. But by doing that, all they're doing is making it the most gameable system and the most chaotic gameable system. Well, they don't want you to just watch any video. They want you to watch the videos that they think have the most virality, because that's what's going to promote their platform. I don't even know what I'm unbolting at this point. Just trying to get some movement out of the thing. I've never seen a tensioner like this, so we're just trying to figure it out. Looks like I gotta go from the bottom. That's what they keep getting in trouble for, is like the algorithm being tilted in certain ways. Like they intentionally tilt it towards certain videos, and in doing that it makes those videos more likely to be seen. Well, when you tilt videos in one way or the other, you might be tilting like a terrorist group negotiation video, like or a recruitment video or something like that. Like, because it's not a human making these calls, it's the system making these calls. Boy, that is just not moving. Supreme Court recently was just like, they basically threw their hands up in the air. They were like, listen, we don't even know enough about this to even make a call on what's right or what's wrong. You gotta be accountable for your own stuff. And the only way they're ever gonna do that is if they just let things work out naturally. Like if they just let popular videos become popular because they're good, or, you know, because it's what people want to see. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't understand how this power steering tensioner works. I might need to phone a friend. I feel like I've loosened everything I can loosen, and nothing's happening. I really didn't want to. Oh, I see. I think it's just frozen up. I don't think it's. I really didn't want to put a bend in that pulley, but it's happened, so it happened. Here, let's hit it here instead. Yep, that got it to move. So I did understand how it works. It's just very frozen up. So that's good. I can handle that. We can deal with that. Boy, I was knee deep in something this morning, let me tell you. That's close enough. Will this reach? Almost, but not quite. Need like double deep sockets. Deeper than deep sockets. Man, the tool explosion in this garage right now is impressive. There we go. That was, again, the right tool for the job. Just had to use it. I'm certainly glad we made the choice to bring the garage streams back to Twitch. It felt like it was the right choice. Hammer? Like, things are still slow for me on Twitch, but it doesn't feel as slow as they were getting on YouTube. Yeah, the chat feels a little bit more integrated. It feels like chat is a little bit more in on the action. I would agree. Am I gonna have to take the cooling fan off to get this? This belt is so small. I think I am. Boy, that sucks. Boy, that's a bummer. Bummer, man. We just put that thing on. Guess we should have done it at the same time. Is this flipped again? Yep. $10 burp. Yeah, I get that. I guess what I've realized is the people that do use the YouTube streaming stuff, they're very, very well established already. So they can get away with it, basically. They're the people that are doing streams, like the Twitch streams that have chats that are so big that, you know, you can't ever actually talk to the streamer. Chat is there as like a secondary thing, not the primary thing, versus my channel's not that way. Chat's an integral part of our stream here. Mobile's much worse than Twitch. Interesting. I mean, you know me. I'm pretty willing to experiment.
I have special eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
My brand.
My brand.
Scoves07 just subscribed with their special eyes.
Thank you, Scoves. We got a nut down. I repeat, we have a nut down. We're going to have to place a all-point bulletin out for a nut. Oh, that's not it. Not that nut either. It slide under this. Nope. Oh, I sees it. You see it? Nut sound. Everybody remain calm. The nut is safe. I repeat, the nut is safe. Yeah. Just a garage full of hoppers. feels like we just did that. I really hope that these are the right belts now. There's no way of knowing. Huh. Oh, I see. They marked which side's the front of the water pump. So somebody replaced the water pump. That's good. See, it's like got writing on it. Rear, front. So judging by what we know, we can assume that the water pump's been done incorrectly. I swear this microphone sticks to one more thing today. Okay. Let's see. Well, that looks right. That's good. I wouldn't say there was anything necessarily wrong with these belts, but it's one of those cases of like, if you're in there, you might as well do it. You'll be cursing yourself when one of them goes bad, and you were in there and didn't do it. Got a small one. They fall. Or foul. It looks good. All right, back on with the fan. Two hours already, huh? Time flies. I've personally never gotten a huge, joy out of watching very large streamers. If there's somebody like that I like them, it's not necessarily that I'll be like, I'm not so hipster that I'd be like, ew, they're too popular, I don't want to watch them. If I like them, I'll watch them, but I'd much rather watch the video.
Pants. Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding. You can ship your pants?
Right here?
Right here.
Nix and Mix shipped their Twitch Prime, right here.
Hey, Nick and Mick, thank you for 8 months. Appreciate it. Man, I put a new alert in there today, but hasn't been a lot of resubs today. I think it's a 36-month plus. Yeah, the interaction's not there, not just with the streamer, but with everybody else. Like, you can't even hold a conversation with somebody else in chat. And it just doesn't seem like there's any joy in that. Like, even Justin's chat gets a little too big for me on occasion, where it feels like I just can't get in. Wow, that's 2 nuts down. Crowded room or no one can hear you, and it's just depressing, yeah. Okay, that one we legitimately just lost. That's not great. So that didn't hit the ground. I swear. Okay, Magnet, you're done. You're done for today, Magnet. I showed a friend the Golf with the Stream from Golf with a Friend stream. Oh man, I missed it. Do you ever think about what water is? Now it's an inside joke. Good. That's good. I'm glad. That should live on in history. That needs to continue to be a known thing that was said. We got two. Two ain't gonna do it. Alright. So it fell onto the tension rod bracket. How's our battery? 88. Still have not found the nut wax, no. There was two things I was really hoping to find in that turbo. One was a walnut, and the other was the nut wax. Well, we found the walnut. Hey, Isaac. It's been an interesting discovery day, really. I was flabbergasted when Freiberger replied to my Facebook post. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I don't know. It's hard because with this style of content, or their style of content, you want to be everybody's friend. Like you get so much more of a personal connection with the people than you do on TV or whatever. Like you get to see so much more of their personality. And with social media, you get to hear more of their like private thoughts and opinions. And you become, oh my gosh, I can't believe how lucky I just got. Hi, Nut. Nut. So yeah, it's easy to feel like you're best buds with these people. But you're best buds with these people along with 300,000 other people. And not everybody's gonna realize that. Like, I see people like getting up in arms and offended by, you know, you never look at my posts, you never respond to me. Yeah, it's because you're one of just a huge swath of voices that they hear. Cohen, are we best buds? You know, I think we're acquaintances. I don't know, would you bail me out of jail? I hear that's the qualifier. It doesn't matter that we're married and have a child together. Would you bail me out of jail? But yeah, you know what it means. Like it's difficult. It's more difficult than it used to be, I feel, to like, I don't know, just know your place in society. Because society feels so much closer than it used to. Like I make a bunch of posts. I'll like reply to vice grip pretty often because he does like a bunch of call outs and things like that. And he just has never replied to anything I've posted. But I'm not like chuffed about it. I'm not mad about it because like the guy's huge right now. His following is gigantic. Not only is it gigantic, he's also kind of a, is redneck still a term I can use? He's kind of a redneck and a bunch of, you know, obnoxious people also like him. And, you know, squeaky bearing gets the grease. I don't feel any closer to Freiberger than when I read his articles in Hot Rod. I think I disagree. You might think you feel that way, but I don't think you actually do feel that way. I think that your relationship to him has changed gradually over time, and you probably just don't realize that it did because it happened gradually. Like if I had only ever read articles from Ant, I would know him as an author, but I wouldn't know him like his actual opinions. I wouldn't know his actual, you know, thoughts on anything else that's not car related. But because of, you know, the fact that I can talk to him over the internet, I do know more of his, you know, more personal details. And Freiberger's kind of the same way. Maybe not as open. Most of the time you buy a bail bond where you pay like 10% of the bail price and they keep the rest. Then they keep all of it instead of having to put up the whole bail. You know, I'm glad that you know things like this, ZK. That is on the wrong pulley, I think. I think the water pump alternator one is on the wrong pulley. I'm just glad I saw it now and not too late. I have never had to bail anybody out of jail. I have known somebody that's gone to jail, and I was thrilled that they went to jail. So, yeah, I've never had to bail anybody out. Got it. Sorry, I know it's hard to see. Blame the pixel. Yahtzee! Did that just go where my nut wax is? Honestly, probably. Well, I see it. Not the nut wax. But I see where that wrench just went. Hello, is there nut wax in there? Hello? Hello? Yeah, I thought for sure that would be the place. Dang. Thought we were gonna get another nut-based surprise today. All right, so Did we ever make a command about the thing that we were talking about? Did that happen?
Can we go on land? No.
No.
Why? The sun is a deadly laser. Okay.
CFG 9000 tried to go on land. 3 years ago today, Mac arrived to help you look for the garage porn.
Wait. 3 years ago today, Mock arrived to help you look for the garage porn. Like the initial garage clean out stream? Amazing. And CFG, you get your name on the car. Again. What a glorious day that was. Or days, honestly. Like, I think people like myself, I believe Camino, ZK, most of you have the ability to understand your status with internet figures or just, you know, figures in general. But not everybody does. Especially as the internet has evolved and you know, the gap between people has gotten smaller. It both feels like yesterday and it feels like eons ago. And I have lost my 13mm wrench. Who drips? Who drips? Oh. Oh, crap. That water pump is dripping where I unbolted the bucket. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a full-blown leak. Oh man, I feel like Cone's about to break up with me. No, I feel like so many people here are great. This was a conversation started a while back about actual like internet celebrities, not absolute losers like myself. All right, everybody. First person to find the 13mm wrench gets a cookie.
ZK says, under the front passenger tire.
That is a 17, unfortunately. But good call. There's also an 8, and there's a socket. It's over there. Is it in here somewhere? It's in the turbo, isn't it? Not again. Yeah, I need to air tag them all. Did you put it in your pocket?
Paintbrush
No, I didn't.
Puke cheered X1. Also, funny thing is you put on her dress backwards BTW.
Wacko? What is the meaning of the word
I was
procrastination?
so confused by it. I
Sith
was so
Commander hasn't done sub
confused.
for 3 years. I
I
think
was
the
like-
garage cleanout stream is when I got here.
Sith Commander. That was a good stream to arrive to. like there's buttons and like a V-neck, and I'm like, well, that's gotta be the front. And then I put it on, and there's like a bow on the back, and I'm like, well, that's just weird. But I just accepted it. I was just like, huh, I guess that's just weird then. I figured you would probably straighten it out if I was wrong. And I was wrong. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Well, the problem is I had a 13. I used it today on this exact nut that I'm trying to tighten. Found it.
DJ_Sylvie on cheer. 100. This reminds me of an animation I saw on Twitter where a not a dad and kid are working on a car and the dad asks for the 3/8S but all the fuels are rocks.
I saw that one. That was really funny. That was really good. Aren't they like beavers? Wait, what were they? They were not humans, right? It's cute. And on point. Otters. I knew it was some kind of porpoise. Paint, if you haven't seen the roast of Justin yet, you need to. Patman did an animated version that's just fantastic. That's back on. Now I just need to tighten that bottom nut. Oh, Pat liked it last night. God, it was so good. It was really, really good. Yeah, it was so much work. Loud noise. Loud farts. Now we tighten the other one. With the socket we just took off of the, oh, there it is. Hey TJ, things are going pretty good. We had a pretty nutty discovery today. I feel like I gypped you a very satisfying shot. I have to redo it now. Is this worth it? No. Am I going to do it anyway? Yes. Build, bow, build, bold, budge, badge, bodge, dodge. Oh, that's as tight as it gets. I don't know if that was actually as satisfying as I hoped it would be, but you know. Now you've seen how it works. Can we twist it? We can't. All right, so the way that I always set belt tension is, can you twist the belt 90 degrees? And if you can't, it's probably too tight. I showed it on Discord this morning. But if you missed it, Max, the brave hunter, caught a skink in the house and kept us all safe from the ferocious beast that he then dropped when I finally caught up to Max, and it scampered away into our like board game box. And I managed to save the skink. He did not get his promised bowl of treats, because I made a deal with him last night. I said, if he catches a mouse, then I'll give him a bowl of treats. Well, he didn't catch a mouse, he caught a skink. He did go nuts when he lost his catch, but the best part was the prance he did when he found it. Like, I have never seen him prance like he did when he had that thing in his mouth. That was some brand new Max right there. Never before seen Max. He got some treats. Just not a bowl full, like I said. Alright. New belts and alternator installed. Shall we see if it charges? Looks good. Not go lower than that. Oh, as slow as it gets. Slow as she goes. What's next to the foot of the camera stand? Something round and metallic. A little hose clamp. Oh, I should reinstall that power steering pump reservoir. Now that we're not taking the turbo off. I don't think this is going to magically make it run better, but there's no non-zero chance. My assumption is we've still got some kind of big vacuum leak or a stuck valve, like a stuck idle air valve or something like that. Ooh, did you hear my knee? Like a firecracker. Felt like it too. Yeah, ICV could be not closing and leaking. It's possible. Well, it doesn't let in unmetered air. It's post-math. So it would be metered air. Oh, battery would be good. A good battery would be better, but you know. Bigger, choosers, whatever. Warble. Every day we're warbling, warbling. It's a little framey too, it might have been hot. Okay, it held fuel pressure that whole time, that's nice. Something is wrong, thus unmetered. Oh, like something is leaking post. Don't panic. I unplugged the coil. I was futzing around. Don't panic. All right, do we have alternator? Where is our meter? $14 volts! Woo! Today's just been full of wind. All right, good news, it still runs like crap. Like, bad. Should we open up the exhaust? Yeah, ZK, that's our vote. We really don't have time. How many external bits are there left to tick off the list before the culprit for the poor running is internal? Quite a bit, to be honest, quite a bit. We have vacuum leaks, we have exhaust that's plugged up, we have the exhaust coil not being hooked up, we have faulty IACV, faulty coolant temp sensor. So there's quite a few things yet. I don't think fuel pressure because it's still reading 30. The fact that it runs good for a bit and then changes is sus, not mechanical. I agree. It seems as though once it gets any temperature in it, that's when it runs doo-doo poo-poo. So it's like whenever it comes off of open loop and goes to closed loop, that's when it goes wrong. Given time, pull off the exhaust. O2 sensor maybe? It's got a brand new O2 sensor on it. I noticed that. Doesn't mean they didn't do it wrong, but it looks right. It looks good. It's plugged in. It's not even a spliced one. It's an actual like OEM plug one. Want to see something cool? Lilac, look away. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool, all right? That's cool. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So yeah, we just gotta take those bolts off right there. Spiders causing a bad earth. I've had bad O2s on many an ECCS system before. They don't run this bad. They run rich, they run weird, but they don't just misfire. They don't run bad. They don't lean pop out the intake. Can I look at? Yeah, I think you can look now. I'm just gonna be bold, and I'm gonna throw an impact on there, and it's just gonna break those free. Sorry, spiders. Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry. Bigger than 14. Maybe like a 17? Yeah, so I'm gonna unbolt it. I'm gonna unbolt it before the cat. For that very reason. That is right. Okay. Get some hearing protection on. I mean, it's already straight piped. There's no muffler on it. It's just going to be a shorter straight pipe.
DJ_Sylvie on cheer. 100. Hey spiders, if you can hear me. The bugs we talk about with the car is not what you think of. You can't eat them.
I'd like to save this downpipe. It's a good downpipe. But, well, we don't have to change the turbo anymore too, so I'd really like to save these. That's not the right size. That's the lug nuts. Is that not the right size either? It felt right. Or let me just get rounded off. Maybe it wasn't clipped in. Shorter better? Shorter better or longer better? Come on. I'd say longer. Longer, better. No spray was applied. I still have not gotten PB Blaster. Because I have not been out of the house enough to do it. I do have the Daka Wobble. Trying to not use it for now, but I have it in my hand, just in case. How much louder do I talk when I'm wearing these earmuffs? Nope, that just routed off. Yep, that sure did. Yep, there's nothing left of it. That's what I figured would happen. That's okay. That one's gonna need the wobble. That's a hell of an impact, I'll tell you what. Can't really get it all out on that one. It's going. It was going. Now it's welded. That is just destroyed. It's so corroded that they're welded together. All these bolts are going to be cut off. Every one of them. What is that? I don't want to know. I don't think a 17 is going to get in there either. Yeah. Yola got it for me for Christmas.
ZK says, I say Sawzall at the cat side and deal with the rest later.
Yeah. I would like to save the flange because there's nothing wrong with this downpipe. Or this downpipe extension, I should say. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's a pretty complicated bend, so I wouldn't want to try and redo it. So I could try to use the death wheel.
The cat side of the flange.
Doesn't really have one. Unless you mean like here. What if there's nothing wrong with the cat? I'm kidding. Maybe. Let me see if I've got a decent blade. I don't think I do.
ZK says, exactly that yes and worst case re-welded on.
Whew. I don't think I have a good enough blade to do that. Just looked at it. No, I do not. Do not. What time's it gotten to be? 5 o'clock? All right. Are we gonna see some IRL streams from you with Good's kit? I have been streaming Autocross live. He offered to let me borrow it for those events, but I usually, my setup has to be very streamlined for those. Like, really, honestly, a phone is about the most I can put in the car safely, so I don't know if it's gonna be any benefit to me to use it. And I am not an IRL streamer like out in public. So I would say, I don't know. I'd like to get him out to a rallycross event and then maybe he could use it there. Sorry, I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do here. Or what I wanna do, if I wanna do anything. Are there nuts on the backside of those bolts? Or no? No, it bolts into the cat? Gross. Android. I'll be streaming from the 6A. I mean, I usually do a pretty bare bones stream for those. Tomorrow's another day. I agree. I'm gonna try and cut those bolts off and see what happens. But if not, then we'll just have to reset and get more things. I would normally say, like, I give the exhaust being plugged up like a 2% chance of being possible. But I also didn't think there was any nuts in the turbo, so I can't trust myself. Can you network bond on Android? What carrier do I have? I use Google Fi, and thankfully the event that I go to has a T-Mobile, is it T-Mobile? I think so. T-Mobile tower on the facility, so the network there is fantastic. If I ever do rally, I don't know, because the rally is kind of out in the middle of the farms. I don't know that we'll ever have a signal there. How would I ever even get to that one? I'd have to sacrifice this mount.
ZK says, did you mean to point us where we couldn't see anything?
Yes. Yes, I did. Honestly, it's for the best. Let's be real. That one went down pretty easy, but the other one doesn't have access to it. I would have to cut the bracket, which, I mean, that bracket's pretty simple anyway. And it's not hooked up. I really need the sawzall for that. You know what? The bracket's not hooked up. I could just bend it. That's what I'll do. Just bend it. Just bend it. Paint, if you are able to, don't feel pressured, but if you can, start a thing of rice, that would be great. To like jasmine rice that's in the cupboard. And the people stealing cats do it much more effectively than me. They have it down to a science. Enough, right? Not really, no. I've gotta rotate it all the way down. Right. Is that enough? Looks like it. Oh boy, so close. It's probably still not close enough that it'll just break, unfortunately. Closer. That's certainly closer.
ZK says, chisel and big hammer?
Maybe. Maybe.
DJ_Sylvie on cheer. 100, one little spark of inspiration is at the heart of all creation. Right at the start of everything that's new. One little spark lights up for you.
I don't know that reference, and I'm sorry. Sorry. Listen, I'm currently using a death wheel. I can't know references.
Maymatsky cheer. 100. You can't start a fire. Can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark.
See that in reference, I knew. All right. Yeah, right. Hi, hello. Well, that didn't work. That did not work at all. It's so corroded in the flange that it, and I think it's still a little proud. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Damn, 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 damn. Damn, damn. Damn, 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 damn.
ZK says, do you have a bigger hammer?
Not that my shoulders can currently wield. Try and get between them. I think that's all she wrote for today. I think that's all she wrote. We're gonna need some more supplies. Who got oppressed? Who's getting oppressed? Wheel. We tried. I just don't really want to cut that exhaust. But turbo good, alternator good, yeah. Pretty successful day. Belts are good. I'll just be elated when the thing actually doesn't run like doo-doo the poo-poos. Poo-poo of the doo-doos. Whoop. Camera go boom. Okay. I'm gonna clean up, go inside, make dinner, and try to make peace with my body for what we've just done. No bads, only goods. I would say so. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. We're closing in on it. We're closing in on it. Who knows? Maybe the exhaust is plugged, but the fact that I was hammering on it and I didn't hear anything rattling in it leads me to believe that it's probably not. But it needs to be replaced either way. Okay. Now I gotta find a damn Sharpie to write people's names. And I need to pull up stream elements. I mean, I could use the big one. I guess I could. Oh, there's a blue Sharpie. That'll do. That will do. All right, let me pull up stream elements. The stream's probably gonna pop and bang and all that fun stuff. Getting there, beer. Doing it. Doing it, to's it. That'd do her, yeah. No kidding. I'm honestly surprised that I'm surprised. Filter, can I filter like bits, 500 minimum. Tips, $5 minimum. Subscribe to us. And filter. Lots of neat feature. I think it's just beer and CFG. That's all I see. Beer. Beresium on
Gassed of Tot
and
sounded
guessed
the
it.
horn alarm. Whoa.
5. Wait, not 5. 3, 4, 23. C, F, G, 9000 on 3, 4, 23. And now, Gesta. That's it. We done did it. Okay. All right.
No.
Sith wants in.
Sun is a deadly laser. Okay.
Sith Commander tried to go on land. I'll get in on that.
I almost didn't leave you enough room, but I did it. Okay, now for reals. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. See you later. Bye-bye.